golden days drifting far away. Light is leaving town. Always fade, but I'm thinking we stay just for a little. Let's lose track of time. Darling, stay for a little longer while I hold your time. We'll wait, so just rest your head upon my shoulder. Nothing in our head. It's colder, but the day's not over yet. Summer nights, watch them go by as we fight off the cold. Holding you tight, notice what I'm thinking. Don't want this moment to go. No, I don't want this moment to go. Let's lose track of time. Darling, stay for a little longer while I hold your time. We'll wait, so just rest your head upon my shoulder. Nothing in our way. It's colder, but the day's not over yet.
그러면 잠깐만 높이를 올릴 수 있는 방법은 뭐야? 저희가 조금 더 올라갈 수 있게 하는 방법은 없나? 이형적으로 올린다.